Hello and welcome to Find Out Nation. I'm one of your hosts, Jaime.
I'm one of your hosts, Nicole.
And we're here to talk about what happens in a nation when you start fucking around and find out. Okay, Nicole.
Yeah.
I tried to find if there are any fun
Happy
countdowns out there.
countdowns?
There are none. Like you can download a I leave for Disneyland in this many days countdown.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not like, oh, countdown to world peace. That does not exist.
I mean, we can count down to
yeah.
Christmas, but not everybody celebrates Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, countdown to Halloween, which I don't care if anyone doesn't celebrate
true.
Halloween because it's the best holiday ever. That's one day.
That's
so,
right. There you
go.
There's our happy one.
There you go. Okay, so give us our normal countdowns.
Okay. 368 days until the midterms. So we're under
370. Okay. 368 sounds like a year. Yeah. I get that we're 365, but 368 sounds like 1 year.
Yeah.
So that is super exciting.
There. Yeah.
Yes.
We're 283 in.
Okay. That's not as good as I would like for it to be.
I know.
Yeah.
70 days now. So 24.6% of his presidency has been spent golfing. Both days. Oh no, he didn't golf at all last weekend, guys. He was not cited. He wasn't cited golfing, so they have to physically see him. And then we are 29 days, 19 hours, and 52 minutes into the government shutdown.
Oh, 29 days. So I will say one of the more positive countdowns that I think we have is November 4th is the special election. Is election day.
Yeah.
And there's the big New York City mayoral race. I know there are a couple of others. There's a Virginia election for
Prop 50 in California. Yeah.
Exactly. So I know there are other elections coming up, but to me, the big one that will really, I think, shake things up in the Democratic Party really is this race between Cuomo and Mamdani.
Yeah.
And the fact that now Mamdani's coming out and saying we're going to hire 5,000 new teachers. And he has all these plans to really do something with New York City. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. I think that will be very telling over what's going to be happening in the next few years. So we'll see what happens. Okay. You mentioned the government shutdown. So let's start there.
Okay.
To your point, we are finishing the 29th day with a government shutdown. Congress currently has a 13% approval rating. So it's not looking good.
Yeah.
October 28th was the first day that air traffic controllers missed their entire paycheck. October 31st will be the first time in history that members of all military branches will miss a paycheck. Although we have heard that a special friend of Trump has agreed to donate $130 million to fund troops.
Yeah.
However, with 1.3 million active duty service members, that amounts to $100 per person. So I'm just it's the thought that counts. I don't know. Really?
And it's so ridiculous. And I know this is super shitty to say because I'm sitting over here not with $130 million to donate.
Indeed.
But the fact that it is Timothy Mellon, you could have donated more than $130 million. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? He donated $2 million to the MAGA Inc. Super PAC in April and another $1 million to the Congressional Leadership Fund in March.
Yeah.
But you only got 130 for the troops. And then Trump wants to act on Air Force One when he's talking to the press about how, his friend is anonymous and that, this makes him a great patriot.
The man is literally a billionaire. A billionaire.
Right.
I wish more Americans, have you ever done the thing where it's hey, to go, the things where it's it takes 30 days of saving whatever to become a millionaire and it takes 500 years to become a billionaire. To understand the difference between millionaire and billionaire is such yes, it's $1,000 million, but it takes so much more to get there that I'm people need to understand how different being a billionaire is. And to your point, $130 million. Billie Eilish said, I guess she was accepting an award last night with like, there were a bunch of people in the room that were billionaires. Like, I think, I can't remember who all was there, but she said exactly like you said, if you're a billionaire, what are we doing? Like, why do you exist? Give your fucking money away.
Yeah.
Like, she just called out all these people point blank. Like, why do you exist?
Yeah. Especially when you're somebody like Timothy Mellon, who did nothing but have the luxury of birth to put you in that position.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you, that's all. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, when you, I don't know. Again, these are people that act like they believe in a higher power, that they believe in like a heaven and a whatever. So how are you going to explain the hoarding of your wealth when people were starving?
Yeah. So I guess Billie Eilish, so this was yesterday. She was accepting the Music Innovator Award at the Wall Street Journal. And she said during her speech, which included audience members such as Mark Zuckerberg, she said, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? Just give your money away.
That's awesome.
I know. So that's my thing is like everybody feels that way. Yeah. And this is why this November 4th election, in my mind, is such a referendum on the policies of the United States, because to your point, these billionaires are just existing and making so much.
Yeah.
The game is rigged. The game is so fucking rigged that they're just sitting on money, making more and more and more. I mean, fucking Musk is on, track to make what, $1 trillion by the end of this year, something crazy like that.
It's insane.
It is insane. Okay. In stark contrast to that, we know that November 1st, open enrollment opens for Obamacare.
Yep.
We know that it'll be the first time that many of these low-income Americans are going to see the costs that have gone up. They are saying by like 30 to 36% in some cases.
Yeah, it's going to be
bad.
And
it will also show that, hey, you've lost your subsidies, so this is how much you'll be paying. Which some people are saying that this will be the wake-up call that Americans need to see what Republicans have done. And some people are saying that this is the point that Democrats will be like, okay, the American public has seen it. These people own it. Now we can negotiate and try and move on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after the first, especially because I do feel like that'll be very eye-opening for a lot of Americans.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll see. So other than that, like we know, again, November 4th is election day. There's also a Texas special election for their 18th congressional district, but I don't think they're expecting that that's going to change too much. Senate Majority Leader John Thune said yesterday that he expects to engage pretty soon with a group of rank and file Senate Democrats about ending the government shutdown. He made his comments after. Yeah. So the chatter in all of the news articles that I read was that like they were having conversations, you know what I mean? But there was nothing official. There had been no discussions, like nothing. And so then there was a reporter that asked Chuck Schumer, and Chuck Schumer's like, I don't know of any talks. Nothing's been scheduled.
Oh
like,
my God.
Nobody said shit. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Wow.
So the other big thing also, I think we should tell our viewers that our sweet little Nicole here is sick as a dog, and her horrible bitch of a friend is like, oh, you can podcast, you're fine. So she's totally fine. She's got her sexy voice on for those of you who enjoy it.
Yes.
And she might not be as, high energy as she normally is. So yes, if I sound like I'm talking more than usual, apologies. I do like to give Nicole more of a chance, but I also don't want to put a bunch of stress on her because the poor thing is sick. We love her and want her to get better. Okay. So speaking of like the government shutdown, we know that this means that SNAP benefits are set to end.
Yes.
They were only funded obviously through the end of October. So November 1st, SNAP benefits are ending.
Yep.
Of course, like I saw a map of where SNAP benefits are most widely used, and it's Poor states, of course.
Yes,
I
red
know.
states. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Democratic Senator Ben Ray Lujan of New Mexico tried to pass a patch for the SNAP benefits. I didn't know if you knew that.
No, I did not know that.
By unanimous consent. And John Thune apparently absolutely railed on him
Oh my
during
God.
and so they ended up not passing a patch for the funding for the supplemental nutritional assistance program. John Thune's comments were that this Democrat, so he lambasted Democrats. This is coming from a Politico article. He lambasted Democrats over what he called a cynical ploy to extend food assistance without fully reopening the government. You all have just figured out 29 days in that there might be some consequences. Go fuck yourself. That's the whole reason we're doing what we're doing.
That's
so
exactly
go
right.
whatever.
And it's why they were trying to get months ago, get them to sit down and have a discussion about the ACA and everything so that we wouldn't have to be here.
That's right. Thune tried to offer the House-based continuing resolution. Resolution instead. Lujan objected, and Thune ultimately blocked his legislation. Sorry, I channeled a little bit of anger there, Thune told reporters leaving the floor, saying that allowing the SNAP patch to pass would extend the shutdown another 2 or 3 weeks. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Of course it would, because you're right. The SNAP benefits are a huge fucking reason to not shut down the goddamn government, you idiot. Right. Now, maybe if your like cohorts could come to the table with some real actual.
Well, and what's infuriating. So I had found an article from NPR about there was a USDA memo provided to NPR that stated SNAP contingency funds are only available to supplement regular monthly benefits when amounts have been appropriated for but are insufficient to cover benefits. The contingency funds, which currently total just under $6 billion, are intended for use only in such amounts and at such time as may become necessary to carry out program operations. Last Friday's unsigned USDA memo argues that the contingency fund is not available to support fiscal year 26, because we'll be in the new fiscal year, regular benefits, because the appropriation for regular benefits no longer exists. So they've got the fucking money.
Oh, and they do.
Coming up with every reason under the sun to not fucking use it.
Yes. So to your point, half of the United States have sued the Trump administration over its plans to halt funding for food aid used by more than 40 million. Last I heard it was 42 million low-income Americans. The state hopes to force the administration to use roughly a $6 billion emergency contingency fund for SNAP, also known as food stamps. The USDA, which oversees SNAP, has said it would not use it and allow funds to run dry in November, arguing the money may be needed for emergencies such as natural disasters. Bottom line, the well has run dry, the USDA said in an announcement about SNAP benefits on its website.
It's so infuriating.
The suit is led by Democratic attorney generals in 25 states and the District of Columbia, and it argues that the administration is not using the contingency funds would be unlawful and deprive millions of Americans from being able to afford groceries. They note it would mark the first time in the program's history the funds would not be doled out. Shutting off SNAP benefits will cause deterioration of public health and well-being, the lawsuit reads. The loss of SNAP benefits leads to food and blah, 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 which we all know. The states involved include Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. So they went to a Boston federal court and made arguments in front of Judge Indira Talwani. After an hour of arguments, the judge suggested she was not buying the Trump administration's argument that it is legally barred from using a USDA emergency fund. I know. Congress put money in an emergency fund, and it is hard for me to understand how this is not an emergency.
Right.
Talwani said, it's really clear to me that what Congress was trying to do was protect the American people, she said, and lawmakers intended to ensure that in the event of something like a shutdown, we're not going to make everyone drop dead because it's a political game someplace else. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it seems like there is hope that a judge is actually going to force the USDA to release fucking funds like it should.
Well, and what's infuriating to me is that our vice president, who was a recipient of SNAP benefits when he was growing up, has fuck all to say about this. Like, yeah, he has no problem not speaking on this to his fellow Republicans and saying, as a recipient of this benefit, I can speak firsthand to how detrimental this is going to be if we don't work something out and get these people the money that they need to feed themselves and feed their children. I do have two things really quick that I saw. So if anybody needs this, DoorDash is launching an emergency food response, waiving fees for food banks and SNAP grocery orders while donating food nationwide to help with an estimated 1 million meals.
Oh, wow.
And then I also saw on social media yesterday that Taco John,
I don't know how many Taco
Johns there are around like in the nation, but no questions asked. You come up to the counter, you tell them you need the community meal, and it's either you get your choice between a bean burrito and a beef burrito and like a small potato Olays. And there's no questions asked. You just have to ask for the community meal at any one of their
I will say, I think that is, I don't know if that's in every Taco John, so you might check. But I know at least the Kansas City area Taco John's.
Is it the Kansas City ones? Okay.
Yes, and I've heard that like there's a group of Minnesota Taco John's doing the same thing, and Sioux Falls. So this is where like I don't know if it's all Taco John's.
Yeah, that's true, because I guess they're probably all franchised, huh?
I don't know, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. But to your point, like
some of the Taco John's locations, awesome. So on Yahoo, yes, you're right. The ones in Kansas City, which is probably why I saw it on social media.
I did too. I saw it on from the independent store.
Yeah.
So anyway, I saw it on like a Minnesota Reddit, and I saw it on a Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it says at this time, not all locations are offering the deal. It's recommended you call your local Taco John's before you go. So sorry. Thank you for saying that, because I didn't realize it wasn't.
It is
like chain wide. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's a great resource for people to at least call and check, because you never know. And I feel like other companies will follow suit.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest. I never want anyone to suffer, obviously. And of course, like, we are donating to harvesters, and we're doing, you know, as much as we can, and canned goods and this and that. But with that said, I really, really hope that this is hitting home to people.
Yeah.
That
how you vote matters.
Sticking it to the libs.
Yeah.
Has consequences. Like, you fuck around. There are consequences that come with that. So, and this is exactly what that, like, owning the libs means getting rid of your SNAP benefits, just period, point blank. Because in the last government shutdown, Trump made sure SNAP benefits were covered. Yeah. And he is choosing not to do it this time. The USDA. That's right. The USDA is his cabinet. It's his department. He has the ability to tell them to release these funds, and they're refusing. So
he's too focused on his ballroom and all the other things.
Correct.
You know, that who cares about SNAP benefits? He's getting his meals.
And I think he thinks that it is another way to own the libs.
Oh yeah, like, for sure.
It's clear to me that that he is like, oh, if we don't release SNAP funds, we're owning the libs. And it's like, you're owning your base. You're owning your red states. Like 100%. Just FYI.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Speaking of owning your own base. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about Argentina and their beef tariffs?
Yeah.
So interestingly, in an article from Newsweek, a growing number of Republican lawmakers are rebuking President Donald Trump's decision to expand low tariff beef imports from Argentina, which, by the way, the Trump bootlicker Milei was reelected. He is making sweeping reforms that completely kowtow to everything Trump wanted him to do.
Oh, God.
Or at least that's what he's indicated in his initial comments. Anyway, a group of 14 House representatives led by the House Ways and Means Chair Jason Smith of Missouri and Trade Subcommittee Chair Adrian Smith of Nebraska wrote to Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins and U.S. Trade Representative Jamison Greer on Wednesday, urging the administration to explain the plan and to secure equivalent market access for U.S. beef exports before granting Argentina any wider entry into the U.S. market. We encourage the administration to ensure that any adjustments to Argentina's tariff rate, quota, or inspection regime be contingent on verified equivalency and reciprocal market access for American beef, the lawmakers wrote. Secretary Brooke Rollins, her response was, I was with the president yesterday, and he's just really frustrated that people aren't happier about the tax cuts that I've granted them.
Oh my God.
This was after we talked about last week how Trump had posted on Truth Social or on X, I can't remember which, doesn't matter. He had a twat. That's all we know. Exactly. That basically was like, oh, ranchers just don't understand what the plan is. I love my beef ranchers, but they just don't understand the plan.
They're just so dumb. They're not. That's right. And they don't, intelligent. Yeah,
indeed. And they don't appreciate how fabulous their life is right now, and they're enjoying record prices, and all the ranchers are like, really? Okay, well then you're wrong, and show us your plan. And of course, like, there's nothing being reciprocated there. So
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. So beside the Argentina tariff fun.
Yeah.
We also know that Trump traveled to China this last week, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So he travels to Asia. He meets with the Chinese. Mm-hmm. And all I can say is, like, when did we stop calling him Taco Trump? Because we're right back there. We're right back there.
Right? Yes, good point. Good point.
We've lowered their tariffs by 10% to 47%. We had originally threatened 100% tariff on all imports from China that were supposed to start on the 1st. He's now said that's not going to happen.
Oh, shocker.
In return for all this, Mr. Art of the Deal said that China is going to work with him on stemming the flow of ingredients to create fentanyl, and that they're going to go back to purchasing soybeans from the U.S. So, Mr. Art of the Deal, his deal is, we're going to basically lower all the tariffs that we currently imposed on you, plus we're going to not do the 100% tariff that we were going to do. And in return, you're going to help us with our drug problem.
Yeah.
And you're going to go back to doing things the way that you were doing, primarily because the soybean farmers absolutely lost their fucking mind.
Right.
Over Argentina basically taking over our entire soybean.
How long do we think we have before Trump shits the bed on this deal and China doesn't buy one fucking soybean from us?
Oh, so to your point, like, Trump posted on True Social or X, he did a twat that said, this is the deal that we got. But to your point, we've heard nothing official. He, like, the only announcement that he made was that they're going to help us with fentanyl, but there's nothing to understand what that means. Of course, there's no, like, specifics or information there. Like, there's nothing.
Like, I wonder how President Xi left that meeting and what his impression was of the agreement.
Yeah.
Versus what Trump started blowing, his fucking mouth about after he left the meeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no different than Zelensky and when he meets with Putin and, like, all the things. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Holy shit.
I know. This is and the funny thing about it is, like, he's presenting this. Do you have people in your life? And I say this with all humility because I've done this multiple times. At my job, I fuck something up. Mm-hmm. And then I fix it, and I do a really good job of fixing it. And then I get a bunch of, like, kudos from people about doing such a good job fixing it.
Oh.
And I always have to tell myself to be like, well, if I hadn't fucked it up in the first place, I wouldn't have had to fix it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's exactly what Trump has done here.
Good analogy.
Fucked up a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to be like, look at what I fixed. Sir,
right.
You are fixing up your stupid fuck up. Are you fucking serious? You fucking moron.
Yes. And I feel like this is what he always does. This and the gaslighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. Oh God, it'll be interesting to see. I will believe it when the first soybeans are being purchased.
Even then, will I actually believe it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Will I really believe it? We'll see what happens.
Yeah. God.
So on top of that, we heard from the GOP-led Senate that they also don't particularly appreciate the tariffs, although this is mostly just pomp and circumstance.
Oh.
So there were 3 different votes this week. One on the tariffs to China, not China, Canada.
Okay.
One on tariffs to Brazil. And then I think one on tariffs overall of whether or not Congress should block.
Oh.
Well, here, let me just read this. This is from, I think this was from CNN.
Okay.
In a series of 3 votes this week, a slim majority of the GOP-led Senate delivered a rare bipartisan rebuke of President Trump's use of emergency powers to set tariffs on Canada, Brazil, and other countries. The last of these votes, a measure approved Thursday to roll back global tariffs, were announced by Trump in April, passed by a margin of 51 to 47. Democrats cleared the measure with support from 4 Republicans. Susan Collins from Maine, who has said that her country is so closely tied economically to Canada that she's seen what the tariffs have done to absolutely wreck their economy. Alaska's Lisa Murkowski. Kentucky's Mitch McConnell, which that one's a surprise to me.
Yeah.
And Rand Paul, who has been like vocally like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The success of this week's resolution votes, which only needed a simple majority to pass, may not go far. Speaker Mike Johnson has installed a special rule to block such votes in the House.
Of course he
has. So they're never going to reach the floor. And even if they pass the House, Trump would likely veto the law. Right. So it makes no difference whatsoever. But
like you said, it's all symbolic, but at least they're doing it.
At least they're doing it. Like, I'm shocked Mitch McConnell actually said no to the tariffs.
Like,
that surprised me.
He looks so bad. Did you see that he fell again?
Girl, no.
Yes, he fell again like a week or 2 ago. Like, there was a reporter asking him about, they were following him down the hallway. The reporter's walking backwards, and he's got an aide walking with him that he's like actively holding onto their arm. And he looks so horrible. And he was leaving some kind of committee meeting, and the reporter was asking him something. I don't remember if it was about the government shutdown or whatever it was. And he went to grab for the aide's arm because he had let go and just went ass over tea kettle. And I'm like, this guy, how are people in Kentucky still fucking voting for this man?
No shit.
Why are you still voting for this man? And this is where like, it's great. Like, this is why I believe we need to have term limits for these positions, because it's greed over the fact that they have free healthcare. It's greed over the fact that they have a, continuous paycheck, regardless of whether the government's open or not. And like all the fucking things. And it's infuriating to me, but I'm like, he looks like he's in horrible shape. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But hey, I mean, good for him for voting for that, I guess.
Well, and to your point, it's not like it wouldn't affect us as well. Bernie Sanders would obviously 100%. Not be able to, not be able to. Oh yeah. I just watched a video of him falling.
Yeah. It's bad.
It is bad.
Yeah. But I mean, when I think about Dianne Feinstein, that shit was fucking infuriating to me that she wouldn't resign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to your point, she was on our side, and it was like, or I shouldn't even say our side, but you know what I'm trying to say. She was a Democrat.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, this is why we need fucking term limits. This shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I still feel, honestly, I feel that way on the Supreme Court as well. I feel that way about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I loved RBG so much. Me too. But the fact that she would not resign, refused to resign when she knew she could have gotten like a replacement in, makes me infuriated.
Yeah.
Infuriated.
Yeah. Yep.
And the fact of the matter is while I totally agree with you that there's like a greed there of like, oh, I want to continue getting a paycheck and I want to continue getting benefits and da da da. At the end of the day, Mitch McConnell's fucking rich. And if he did retire even 10 years ago, it's not like he couldn't write a book, go on tour, talk to people, get a podcast, whatever.
Fund other people's runs
That's
for
right.
government.
Yeah. Right. And could continue making a shit ton of money doing what he's doing.
Yes.
So in my mind, what kills me is it's all about the power.
It's ego and power.
It's ego and fucking power. It's I can't go have a regular job. I can't just sit on a board of directors somewhere and like live out my years, which they could and get a fine paycheck to do it.
Yes.
But no, I can't do that. I want to stay in power. I want to stay whatever. Yeah. And that's what pisses me off so fucking bad is that it's that to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Term limits. Oh God, do we need term limits?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Big time. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of term limits.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the royal family and them kicking out their own.
Yes.
Having been term limited out by his Epstein connections.
Yes.
That was not as smooth
I liked it though.
Yeah, but I'm trying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying I'm trying. So we all know that Epstein both had Trump and Prince Andrew, which, by the way, we're not calling Prince Andrew anymore. Right. It's just Andrew.
Yep.
So King Charles has stripped his brother Andrew of the prince title. He kicked him out of his royal mansion and made him move to a privately owned mansion. So he's not like that bad.
Right. He's not slumming it necessarily.
Indeed. He's not slumming it.
Yeah.
But Buckingham Palace announced that in a stunning move that was a shorn of the usual royal niceties. His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and honors of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. His lease on Royal Lodge has to date provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease, and he will move to alternative private accommodations. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him.
Yeah.
Okay, so he continues to remain eighth in line to the throne.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, Prince William has said if he becomes king, that ain't going to happen anymore. That he'll kick his uncle right to the fucking curb.
Yeah.
But he said that actually the status could be removed by legislation, but it would require the consent of the Commonwealth nations around the world. Which I did not know that.
Is that because they are the monarchy in different countries? Yeah, I think not just in England.
That's right. So I think you'd have to get like approval from the British Virgin Islands. And so, but they said that the last time that protocol was used was when Edward VIII abdicated in 1936
to Mary Wallace.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
I know. So I'm very proud of the Brits for kicking his ass out.
Yeah.
And of course, I am very ashamed of the Americans.
Yeah.
Mike Johnson has now set a record for not swearing in Adelicia Grijalva for 36 days, despite the fact that she has asked repeatedly to get sworn in. And Johnson initially promised to seat her whenever she requested it, but then he had to backtrack, saying he'd only do so after Democrats in the U.S. Senate agreed to support the fucking continuing resolution.
And we know that this is one of the biggest drivers for why they want the government shutdown to continue. Because 100%. It's the only thing standing in the way of the Epstein files.
Correct. Although there is a special election, on November 4th. I told you that.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what happens, so the House isn't going to swear her in, but I'm curious what's going to happen if a Democrat wins in Texas. Are they going to swear that person in?
Oh.
And then I don't know if that makes any difference whatsoever, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was just Googling because I'm trying to figure out And why didn't, AI mode. Give me AI mode.
AI mode. Yeah, AI is taking over everything, girl.
Okay, so Johnson's term ends at the end, either when the 119th Congress concludes or if a vacancy occurs sooner due to his resignation, removal, or death.
Yeah.
So his current term, January 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still got a hot minute. Okay. I wasn't sure when his term would be up. So, damn. Yeah, this is like, yeah, if they come to an agreement and open the government up, how's he gonna,
well, if they do that exactly right, I don't know, there's nothing he can do, right? Like, what else could he do? He's gonna have to swear her in, and then she's gonna have to vote. She will, like she said it time and time again, that she will vote to release the Epstein files. And at this point, there's no way. Like, there's no way he's not on it. Like, we said it a million times. 100%. Everyone knows he's on it.
Yes.
Like, but now it's, what else are they hiding? So it'll be interesting to see when that's going to happen. But yeah, so we're now at a record of 36 days that she has not been, they've sued, which we talked about last week.
Yeah.
That of course they're now they're without representation. So taxation without representation. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
It really is. And at the end of the day, like, this is definitely it's gotta be a mark on Mike Johnson, right? Like,
100%.
It's, people have to see like what's happening there, right? Yeah, like they have to.
Well, and so this is kind of segues into the twat that I told you that MTG had put out.
Okay.
Because it was over the government shutdown in Johnson. So on October 7th, she put her first twat out that said the Republican-controlled Senate used the nuclear option today to override the 60-vote rule in order to confirm over 100 Trump nominees, yet continues to claim Democrats are causing the shutdown. Spoiler alert, the Republicans in the Senate can also use the nuclear option to reopen the government and override the Democrats just like they literally did today to confirm Trump nominees. And then 6 days ago, she followed up that original twat and said, as I've been saying for weeks now, Republicans in the Senate can reopen the government without Democrats by using the nuclear option. All of this political drama would end if Republicans would use the power we have. Democrats will do it when they regain power. So she followed up on that first twat 6 days ago when Johnson was standing in front of the cameras saying, we have to have the Democrats in order to be able to reopen the government. We have, like, the Democrats control all of this. We don't. And so that's when she was responding to her, like, she had that clip of him speaking, and then she followed up her original twat, and she's like, this is fucking ludicrous. Like, he's full of shit. He's lying.
This is the clearest indicator that support of that fucking party, it comes only because you want to be in power.
Yep.
They're literally the Slytherin of
they really are. That's a great
U.S.
analogy.
politics.
Yes,
like, at the end of the day, they literally are the people who just want power. And so I will sell my soul. I will sell because now that she doesn't care about getting elected again.
Yep.
She is calling every motherfucker out.
Yep.
Every motherfucker out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just shocking to me. It's just fucking shocking to me, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not, because let's be honest. You and I both know that the majority of these people don't believe in any of the shit that they're saying. None of them believe that,
none of them believe in it.
Right.
No.
Right. They all know that not doing SNAP benefits harms 42 million people that they don't give a shit about.
Right.
Like, they all know that, like, the Trump big beautiful bill was all about giving rich people more money. They know that. They're not idiots.
Yeah, no.
Even MTG knows that.
Doing. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Fuck me. Well, speaking of knowing exactly what they're doing, I wanted to give a special fuck around and find out award to General Motors today.
Oh, to GM. Okay.
To GM. So General Motors operates an Ohio battery plant, or owns an Ohio battery plant, that Trump visited and rallied at and use them as a symbol of American manufacturing revival. They have said that they are now laying off hundreds of workers amid a slump in demand for electric vehicles, which, by the way, remember, there is a slump for, because in the big beautiful bill, we took out all of the provisions to incentivize EVs.
Yep.
GM confirmed the decision to the Associated Press on Wednesday following a report by the Detroit News that the company would be cutting 550 jobs at the Lordstown plant and placing another 850 people on temporary layoff, while also cutting around 1,200 jobs at an assembly plant in Detroit.
My God.
General Motors, the company has said in a statement that in response to slower near-term EV adoption and an evolving regulatory environment, General Motors is realigning EV capacity. It does remain committed to our U.S. manufacturing footprint by laying off 2,000 people. So here's Trump saying, yep, you are the pinnacle of the future in American manufacturing, which, by the way, it is, because it was promoting green technology.
Right.
The future, oh God, we've talked about people. We've talked about people. This is the future of American technology and American manufacturing is 100% investing in green initiatives that are, like electronic vehicles. So
like wind turbines, but the man doesn't believe in wind turbines. He thinks they cause cancer. Like,
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And solar manufacturing, which is losing all of its incentives, and all of these green initiatives. Those are the things that people like are actually being able to manufacture, and because they get incentives, and now that's all going away. And of course, we're laying off people by companies that are like General Motors. Like, this isn't Tesla who has, this is GM. So I love this journey for us. That's great.
Yeah. Jesus.
I know you are not wrong with that take on life. Like Jesus. Okay. The one other thing that I wanted to talk about in getting things wrong. Today, RFK Jr.
Oh God.
What
now?
Yeah, I know. Fucker. You are not wrong. Like, this fucker is shocking. So today, RFK Jr., I don't know who he was talking to. Like, I don't know if there was a press conference or if this was on some sort of like podcast or whatever, but this is from The Hill. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said there is not sufficient evidence that Tylenol causes autism. Shocking. During a press conference Wednesday, Kennedy reiterated that pregnant women should use Tylenol only when absolutely necessary. We've all said from the beginning that the causative association between Tylenol given in pregnancy is not sufficient to say it definitely caused autism, but it is very suggestive, he said. So there should be a cautious approach to it, and that's why our message to patients, to mothers, to people who are pregnant, which I love that he says that's why our message to patients, like he's a goddamn doctor. Sir, you are not a goddamn doctor, you idiot.
You're not even a doctor in the same realm as Doogie Howser, MD, was a fucking doctor.
You haven't even played one on TV. Right. To your point, you haven't even played one on TV.
Like, Meredith Grey is more of a doctor than he is because she has to read fucking scripts that are full of actual medical terminology and shit.
To your point, Noah Wiley is better. It has more medical knowledge than you do, sir.
Yes.
As he's been on 2 TV shows as a doctor, motherfucker.
Yes.
Anyway.
My God.
That's why our message to patients, to mothers, to people who are pregnant, the mothers of young children, is to consult your physician. And we have asked physicians to minimize the use to one that's absolutely necessary. The Secretary's comments came more than a month after he and Trump held a press conference in September to specifically warn pregnant women against taking the medication without citing any scientific evidence.
Well, Trump mispronounces acetaminophen because he's a fucking moron.
Because he can't even, he said it 3 times and then couldn't say it. No shit.
Like, no doubt. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm waiting for, of course, Kennedy to backtrack on his linking circumcision and autism.
Oh, yes.
Because, you know, only men are autistic. There are no autistic women. So, you know,
right.
I'm waiting for that.
Right.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I actually interrupted you because I
No,
got
it's okay.
really loud.
No,
all of a
you're
sudden.
fine.
So
You're
what
fine.
were you about to say?
I just don't understand. Like, does he think that doctors are just out here prescribing 1,200 milligrams of Tylenol to be used daily by pregnant women? Like, none of this is happening.
Yeah.
Every woman knows when she gets pregnant, like, the biggest fucking irritation I had, because my kid was born at the end of January, was getting a goddamn head cold at the end stages of my pregnancy because I couldn't fucking take anything. I couldn't fucking take anything. You can't take NyQuil. You can't take a leave cold and sign. You can't fucking take anything. Everybody knows that. And does he also think, I mean, okay, there are people that I know that would listen to what he has to say and do listen to what he has to say and take it as gospel truth, because those people are stupid. But I would like to believe that the majority of women listened to that, heard that press conference and said, no thanks, I'll talk to my actual doctor, not the fucking moron whose brain has been eaten away by a worm.
No shit. Like, let's hope.
I'm not taking medical advice from a fucking moron that has zero medical background. Like, none. Who in their right mind takes any kind of advice from this fucking guy?
Yeah.
I don't
either. I don't either. I mean, you literally have to be a goddamn idiot to take any type of medical advice from this guy.
Yeah,
by far.
No, I can't even fathom what scenario I would be in my life where I would take advice from him or anyone like him.
Me neither. Yep. Me neither.
That matter.
I know. And so he finally did admit that anecdotal evidence is not proof, but that he and the Health and Human Services team are working on creating proof.
Oh, they're working on. Like, so we're fucking with the documents. Is that what we're doing to create our proof?
I'll say, he may not have meant to say it the way that he did, but I'll be like completely clear that like it came across weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, because wasn't it in the late spring, early? Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Here's what he said. Okay. Anybody who takes this stuff during pregnancy unless they have to is irresponsible. It is not proof. We are doing the studies to make the proof.
There we go.
Right? Doesn't that sound?
Yeah. Like we're totally fucking we're futzing with the information.
With the numbers.
Well,
we're yes.
Yeah, that's called insider trading, sir. What do you mean?
Yes,
well,
right.
Like, what the fuck? And wasn't it late spring, early summer when he said they would have a cure or the underlying main cause of autism by September? Yeah. And then they held this magical press conference and he's like, it's Tylenol. Like,
well, that's exactly what happened. He promised at the beginning of the summer that they're going to figure out the cure to autism by the end of the summer. And they gave by the end of September. And so like September 29th, they held a press conference and said, yep, it's Tylenol.
It's Tylenol.
And now a month later, they're coming back because of course, Tylenol stocks fell. And so like, and of course, like Tylenol started running ads. That was like, your Health and Human Services secretary is an absolute fucking idiot.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden they're coming back a month later and they're like, well, I know we said that, but we really don't have any proof that that's the case, which is so Trumpian. I can't even. Well, and we're going back to RFK selling his fucking soul for the power.
Yes.
Like he 100%. He wanted a cabinet position. So we're going to sell our goddamn soul.
And that was the only way they could get him to drop out of the presidential race.
That's right.
Was to promise him a cabinet position.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I fucking hate it here. I hate all of them.
I don't know if it's because of my age. So if we have any younger listeners who would like to comment on our video and tell me, is it because I'm becoming an old lady?
Yeah.
Or is the world just becoming more irritating every fucking day? But the whole time, all I could say to myself was, I hate fucking people. God, do I hate people. I hate people so bad.
Yeah.
This is why.
We literally,
I'm wondering.
I know,
Yes.
I know. I'm the same way. We watched Monsters Inc. last night, and Riley goes, Mom, you really are Roz. Like, you only love your people and you hate everyone else.
Everyone else.
Yep.
I'm getting closer and closer to that realization. I got to be honest.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on that note, I have nothing else on my list to talk about tonight. Nicole, do you have anything else on your list?
I don't know that I have anything. I mean, so I have one little twat from Trump that I want to talk about, but also really quick, that he did confirm aboard Air Force One on Monday that he had an MRI done when he went to Walter Reed for the second time this year, which, you know, it's only supposed to be an annual checkup, but now we've had 2 of them. So, okay. But no, he has no medical issues. He has not said why he had to have an MRI done. Like, what were they looking for? What part of your body was scanned by an MRI? None of that, other than it was a perfect MRI. The most perfectest MRI anyone's ever had.
Of course.
And so, when he was pressed on it by the reporters, he told them to go ask the doctors. You mean Ronnie Jackson, who lies about how much you weigh and how fucking tall you are? We're supposed to believe Ronnie fucking Jackson? Yeah. No, thanks. The president said his doctors had offered reporters a very conclusive report of the exam. Well, no shit. That's just the results. Of course the results are conclusive, but what are they conclusive of, you fucking moron?
Right.
The White House has not disclosed why he made a second visit to Walter Reed, which is a departure from the traditional presidential cadence of a single comprehensive exam every year. He remains in exceptional health, exhibiting strong cardiovascular, pulmonary, neurological, and physical performance. Trump's physician, Sean Barbabella, I thought it was Ronnie Jackson, said in a memo released after the visit. I call bullshit. We've all seen the bruising. We all see the way that he meanders when he's walking. The cognitive shit is not there. We all know that's fucking bullshit.
Well, and you and I both know that, because like Caroline Levitt got on and said it was just a routine MRI.
Yeah. No, we don't have, that's not a thing. It's not a mammogram. What do you mean it's a routine MRI?
Exactly. It's not a fucking mammogram. Are you kidding me that you're just going in for a routine MRI? That never, ever happens. Nobody ever goes in for an MRI. Like, I've had an MRI, I think twice. Once when I had my gallbladder and one other time for something else. And I just got to say, like, I had symptoms. Like, they were looking for something.
Yeah.
Like, it is rare to do an MRI. So I don't know.
Is the MRI the thing that they put you in the tube?
Yeah, and it spins.
Yeah, so that's what I had to have that done with my knees when I had my knees replaced. Like, so I've had a couple of MRIs, but to your point, it's because we knew there was an issue. You don't just go in and get one fucking done for shits and giggles. But then, like, we know he's got the chronic venous issue, like vein issues that they're trying to like play off as because he's the fucking crypt keeper and he's old. But the cognitive part of it, where they're like, he's got the most beautiful brain anybody's ever seen. So this twat, I don't even know why he put this out. I couldn't find anything around. I don't know. He put this out on the 24th. So what was that, last Thursday? Yeah. At a little after 10 o'clock at night. Justin, documents show conclusively that Christopher Wray, deranged Jack Smith, Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco, and other crooked lowlifes from the failed Biden administration signed off on Operation Arctic Frost. They spied on senators and congressmen and women and even taped their calls. They cheated and rigged the 2020 presidential election. These radical left lunatics should be prosecuted for their illegal and highly unethical behavior. None of those people were in any kind of position of power to do any of that shit during the 2020 election. Not one of them. Not fucking one of them.
And they're so deranged. Like Gavin Newsom, you know, has a person that does his hilarious.
Oh, yeah, his social media.
Right.
Yeah.
His social media.
Yeah.
Trump is so deranged. You know, that man, and we've said it before, is sitting on his toilet just posting away.
Oh, yeah. Which
is why his text messages get tweeted and like he says things like Kofifi and shit like that is because, you know, He's like hopped up on Ambien, shitting on the toilet, and is just typing away.
Yes, 100%.
Like, don't get me wrong. I've had those nights where I've had too much wine and I start spouting off on Facebook, and the next day I'm like, delete, 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 delete.
Yeah.
He's not even smart enough to fucking delete that shit.
No.
Like, come on.
No. It's wild.
It is wild.
Yes.
It is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. That was all I had.
Give us a happy ending. Yeah.
Okay, your happy ending is coming out of New Hampshire, Dorchester, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
So a volunteer and his 7-year-old German Shepherd, named after a goddess, have been hailed heroes for finding a lost toddler amid plummeting temperatures.
Aww.
So in Dorchester, New Hampshire, temps were passing
Dorchester. Isn't that like near Boston?
Dorchester? I think it is. Okay. Yeah.
All right. I'm making stuff up.
No, it's good. Temps were passing 40 en route to an expected 20 degrees when a mother called 911 frantically to explain that her 2-year-old daughter and the family dogs were all missing. A hole where a wooden fence joined a metal wire fence told of clever canines and a curious child in tow. So, that afternoon, word went out to the local fire and rescue and state and local police. There were volunteer teams. 90 people were scouring the deep woods looking for this little kid. So one man who showed up, though, made off with the headlines. Jeremy Corson from Concord, almost 40 miles away from Dorchester, arrived with, I'm going to say her name is Freya. I don't know how to say this goddess name, but she's a trained scent tracking dog. So this is his 13th year of volunteering as a search and rescue person in these type of situations. He said the woods were very thick and you couldn't see more than a few feet in any direction.
Oh my.
So while they hunted, the 2 family dogs returned home. So then the rescue teams got real worked up because they're like, shit, they've left her. You know what I mean? Like, or at least 2 of the 3 dogs. So,
to your point, if they leave her, is she dead?
Yeah. So it said there were no more warm bodies or good company for the toddler, and the sun was going down. So he told the Post that did this article that it isn't as easy as it looks working with a rescue dog. You just, blah, blah, blah. So, she found the child about 8 p.m. Corson heard a voice responding as he was calling out the toddler's name. They found her and she was very happy to see them. She thought Corson was her dad because I'm sure it was dark. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's disoriented or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
so how long total was she missing?
So the mother called 911 at like 3. Well, this doesn't say that she had to have been around 3:00 in the afternoon because that's when word went out to the fire and rescue teams. So around 3:00
so at least 5 hours.
Yes, because then it doesn't say. Yeah, at least 5 hours. Oh, 8 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 p.m. So anyway, so that's our good story. That another dog coming in clutch. Huh.
Good. So listen to this. So I read another story that I wanted to share with you.
Yeah.
Of a good happy ending that I wanted to share.
Yeah.
So as I was researching Argentina.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this Argentina zoo that basically, so they had a bunch of like lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
And they would let people, pose with these animals.
Oh.
And so the zoo got shut down by the government because for fuck's sake, and everybody lost their jobs. Well, the zoo shut down and like they didn't arrange for these animals to go anywhere.
What?
So the animals were stuck in this zoo for 5 years.
What?
Dedicated zookeepers kept going back to try and keep them alive as much as they could.
My God.
This week, they finally had an animal rescue organization go in and rescue all of the animals that had lived for 5 years.
Holy shit.
I know. They said that most of the animals didn't make it, but that they were able to rescue several lions and tigers specifically.
Wow.
I know.
I can't even imagine the amount of work that would take. Food and resources I
know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you shut a zoo down and you don't try to find new homes for the animals? You're a horrible fucking human.
Yeah. Well, because I guess the zoo was owned by the Argentinian government.
Mm.
Yeah. So finally, Four Paws, which is the company that, or the, rescue, they took over the responsibility for the surviving wild animals. So I was like, well, that's nice to hear. But I stumbled upon that when I was doing my Argentina research. And so I just had to share it here because I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love it.
It was kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
All right. So you get a 2 for tonight of a little bit of like happy ending.
That's right. That's right.
I give you a happy ending. You give me a happy ending.
Right. Everyone leaves happy.
Everyone leaves happy is the point. That's exactly right. All right. Well, we thank you all for joining us. Nicole, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Oh, thank you.
I think the fear is that you're going to get worse before you get better.
That's what, I'm probably, more than likely.
I'm so sorry.
We're at the beginning stages of it. Hopefully by next week I'm past it.
Yeah, let's hope that by next week we are better off. Hopefully by next week we're actually talking about the government restarting again and
let's
people
hope so.
Getting their shit, their SNAP benefits and their paychecks and all of that. But we'll see what happens. So who knows? I want to thank you guys all for listening. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It would make me so happy. We had a video a few weeks ago that got 500 views, which was super exciting.
It is exciting.
But regardless, if you guys get a chance to like and subscribe, we really appreciate it. Otherwise, we love you all. We hope you're all having the best Halloween ever tomorrow, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.